Let me ask you something honestly. When was the last time you noticed a habit hurting you and you kept going anyway, telling yourself you'd deal with it later? In today's episode, harm in Islam. Deen Daily Pulse. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Most harm doesn't arrive loudly. It settles in quietly, through routines we normalize, through exhaustion we explain away, through pressure we carry like it's just part of life. Islam doesn't overlook that kind of damage. It names it and it protects us from it. Allah, the most merciful, says in the Qur'an, وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ إِنَّ اللَّهَ كَانَ بِكُمْ رَحِيمًا. Do not kill yourselves. Allah is truly most merciful to you. This verse isn't only about sudden or extreme actions. It also speaks to slow erosion, the kind that happens when care is delayed, when warning signs are ignored, when mercy is postponed, even though it's already available. Allah is teaching us that preservation is part of faith. Your life is not disposable. Your body is not something you use up and replace. It is carried with intention, not driven into the ground. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ shared a short sentence that carries deep protection. There should be neither harm nor reciprocating harm. In plain language, this means harm has no permission, not toward others and not toward yourself. Damage doesn't become acceptable just because it's familiar or because everyone else is doing it. You notice this teaching when you skip rest again even though your body asked for it, when you keep scrolling instead of sleeping, when you silence discomfort because slowing down feels inconvenient. You notice it when work never shuts off, when food turns into comfort instead of fuel, when stress lives in your shoulders and you call it normal because you don't see another option. None of this looks dramatic. It looks ordinary. And that's why this guidance matters so much. Islam protects us not only from obvious danger, but from quiet harm that accumulates. Some days you're tired, stretched thin, or worn down. Islam doesn't shame that feeling. It meets it with mercy and reminds you that care is not weakness. There are moments from the life of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ where restraint itself was an act of mercy. Limits were placed not to restrict life, but to preserve people from harm they couldn't yet see. The long view is this: strength that lasts is better than force that burns out. A body protected can worship longer. A life preserved can serve with steadiness instead of collapse. Ya Allah, the most merciful, help us notice harm before it settles deep. Give us wisdom to pause gently, courage to stop when needed, and trust that care is part of faith. If this reflection gave you a moment of clarity, share it with someone who keeps pushing past their own limits so mercy can reach them too. Subscribe for more. Deen Daily Pulse. Heartbeat of the Ummah.